Already celebrating. Callum takes the title. A wonderful performance from him.
Welcome to Riga.
Welcome home. Welcome home, darling.
That was just a dream.
This is ruined me. It's taking its toll.
On your marks.
Surfy bangers.
We're off. 11 seconds.
Did you manage to get cover? I'm really wet.
Yeah, we went to your hotel.
Charlie?
How you doing, lad?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, look, hotel. 26 floors.
He's a good man, though.
He's too
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Oh. Sorry. No
worries at all.
I thought they were trying to get through.
I thought they were trying to get you off. Just go. Don't worry about
Get your roots.
Who are they?
They've come hit their supporters.
They're English as well.
Yeah,
Do you think they actually know who I am, or do you think this is a kit? On the flight, there's this stag do. I'm walking back from the toilet, and he goes, "Do you reckon he's just bought that on eBay?" So that's like he's trying to. I was like, "Yeah, we all have, mate. Like all 11 of us."
We're actually on a stag do as well.
Yeah, and we chose to fly from East Mids as well.
Wet?
A bit wet.
It looks fast though. They both look good. They're both in like crazy shape, so exciting.
We've got to have the photo.
Whoever said that was stupid.
My God. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Are you running tomorrow, Alice?
Yeah, I'm actually running right now. I'm just going to change out the Converse into the Saucony. You know, it's Expo.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Oh, banging car. I'll get that on camera.
Wheels!
Yeah.
Your photo now.
Yeah, that's good. That looks good.
Signed as PA.
No. Right, rock, paper, scissors. Best of three. Who's there has to go and give him like a handshake and a hug and that. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper,
He's come back.
I win. Oh, yeah.
Right, thanks a lot.
Bye!
We're 1 second away from restraining order. Maybe down here.
Glowing sweetheart.
Match my nails.
How are you doing?
Good evening. Evening.
You all good?
Yep, all good. Here, day before the race. It's 5:30, so what have I got? 19 hours, 20 hours-ish till the race. Settled into the hotel, lovely hotel. We got here on Thursday evening, and it's now Saturday evening, so I've been here for a couple of days. Plenty of time to orientate ourselves, see the course, do kind of a few runs, shakeouts, things like that. And then Charlie and Alice managed to make it here as well. That's why we're filming. So yeah, should be good. Feeling excited, feeling kind of ready to go from tonight being relaxed, watch some of the football, kind of just like chill out and not getting nervous when you don't need to be nervous, to then go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow switched on and kind of ready to make sure that I'm here to do a job and probably get after it. So yeah, should be good. He said you're a racer, race the race, stay within reach and attack when you feel you can win. Bold.
to the mile start. Why do they put this so far apart?
Before the race was kind of a weird atmosphere in the sense that I was super confident in my own fitness and performance, but also extremely kind of aware of the fact that some of the international athletes would also be, super fighting fit, and you never exactly know what shape people are in. You see people's 5K PBs, 1 mile PBs, 1500 PBs and think, okay, I'm, not ranked up near the top here. There's clearly a lot of people that have previously performed better than I've ever performed before. But with it being a road mile, with it being a course nobody had ever raced before, there was the opportunity to really try and make it count, and I knew that anything could really happen. So I was just trying to stay as relaxed as possible, do my normal routine, eat and drink the normal things, do the sort of normal warm-up and not look around too much and try and, copy people or feel like I have to change things or whatever, just be myself. And I read through some notes that I wrote out the day before, which said kind of the things that I truly believed I could do when I wasn't nervous. So when I was nervous and I went to read those things again, it, was logical thoughts, it was self-assured, and really put me in the mindset of, right, I'm going to go and make this count. You never know when you're going to be able to represent GB again. You never know if you're going to be in this shape that you're in again. And the person who wants it most will probably go out there and perform the best, no matter whether they're an underdog or not. So, yeah, super pleased that I could really make it count. And, yeah.
Sebastian Coe, stand very still. On your marks. Goodness me, there was a line there, and it's a bit of a start in a road race. And the first ever road race 1 mile world champion.
The centre of town, so the world record they're aiming for, Sam Prakel's world record, ratified recently, 4:01:21, the official mile road world record. And Elson of Great Britain is there, Callum Elson, 4:07, his season's best.
Sam Elson of Great Britain, Callum Elson I should say, 3:35 performer this year, striding along comfortably as well. And
looking for Kenya in the third, and then it's also Kessler American, all forward in 1 second. So right off battle, also very soon we'll see the finish, and who will finish the Vicente to Latvia Matatina for who's
Embarrassing if I'm wrong.
Won the road record with Hobbs, and among the scores, I think there was an honest pick on the.
Charlie will give you a hug.
I was on 400 metres, I was sprint back, I was like, oh, I'll meet him there. Oh, and I was like, where is he? There's some people talking around here. Oh my god.
Right, now we've...
That's some king shit only though.
So you get some lunch?
Oh, big bad bagel.
Big bad bagel. En route. Sorry, women start.
Women start 10 minutes away, and there was 240 yards away with big bag bagels, and I thought, do I risk it? And I thought, content is king. Can't miss it.
Silver medalist, representing Great Britain, Callum Elson.
Oh no, South Africa is in Africa. There is no Africa in the top 5. No Africa.
Only race
Big PB.
Yep. 356.41
on the road.
Second place, baby.
Smash.
That
was just a dream.
Nope. Nope, not quite.
Like I joke about it, and like we want the videos and stuff to be entertaining. Like between us three, we've just been giggling the whole way back, being like, "Oh, this is funny," or "Imagine this," or whatever. Like when people message you, you do it, or me personally anyway. I can't speak for anyone else. I think like it reminds me of what my connection is with that person, and you realise how many people over the last however many years, months, weeks, whatever, have like done something good, whether it's someone obvious like one of your training partners sending you a message to say well done or whatever, or if it's someone who has shown you some support in another way, or someone who you don't speak to on a daily basis but you touched base with 6 months ago and worked on a project with and they're staying in touch or whatever. So it makes me feel way more proud. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm proud of myself for doing it and I'm like that's great, but also I can't help smile when I think like so many people have thought fair play, like that was good. Yeah. And then when I saw you two afterwards and I was like that's so funny, like I actually did really well. Like how good is that? Like we said, right, we've got to go to Riga, let's make the video. Like we have so many contingency plans that I always say to Charlie, I'm like, right, let's make sure we get some of the 5K, some of the half, like someone's going to run well. It might not be me, but like we'll still have a good video. And for it to, you know, be me and me kind of pull it out of the bag, get a silver medal, unreal. So yeah, and I think official British record. No, unofficial right now, but hopefully official British record. So there you go.
Nice. And how was talk us through sort of like quarter mile by quarter mile?
Yeah.
400 by 400.
It was flat from the start for 500 metres, and then we had a sharp right turn, like a 90-degree turn, and then into a 300-metre, very shallow, but enough to take a bit out of you climb. So when we got called up to the line, it was like there were 6 guys that were the favourites or people with credentials that were going to be called to the front, and then everyone else just filling the gaps behind them when you get called up. So everyone was kind of pushing and shoving, kind of trying to pretend they were being polite, but not to get onto the front row. And I was like, weirdly, I've not been nervous before. I got a little bit of the pre-race nerves, but I've got myself in such a good mental spot, being like, I'm going for this. Like, I'm getting up for it. I'm being calm, I'm being collected. And I said to myself, like, that starts in the warm up, and like how I act on the start line. I don't decide you want to be in the race halfway through. So I made sure I got my elbows in, got whatever, got on the front line to start, got off away well. I was practically in the lead, basically. I didn't want to be in the lead, but I was like, at least just get out safely, don't fall over, then let everyone come around you. got to the first corner after 500, and I was probably maybe 5th or 6th, something like that. Took the corner like, oh, the feds. Oh, it's the last runner in the mass race. Big hands. Inclusion. Yeah, so got out cleanly, took the first corner and was like, right, that's the corner that I really had to sort of be careful on. That was the tight one, so got through it fine. And then as we're going up the steep incline, not steep incline, shallow, but when you're running 4-minute pace, it can be quite fast. The group, it narrowed. It went from being a mass to kind of narrowing down a little bit. And again, I was around 5th, 6th, 7th, something like that in the pack. And from there, we had kind of a 300 slightly up into another right-hand corner, but this one was a lot smoother. Like, we could all kind of take it as a group. It wasn't much of an issue. And that was the 800 to go marker, and I couldn't believe how quick we got to that. Not in terms of how quick we were running, but just mentally, I'd only just realised I was off the start line. I was already halfway through the race, which is like, you know, good, because I was like, oh, half is done already. I've only got half. I feel like I've got loads of running left. But then it was between 800 and, say, 1200 to go, where I was just going further and further back. And I don't think I was slowing down. I think I ran it pretty evenly, but I think people maybe started to surge on or started to realise we're kind of getting close to the finish, so started to make their moves a little bit. And I think that's where the 2 Kenyan guys that had taken it out hard suffered a little bit in the headwind, doing all the work for us. If you think on the track, when you watch like Jakob and stuff, they're always getting pace, because like even the slightest amount of wind at that pace can matter. And when we got to 1200, I was like, all right, like, I'm still here. Like, I didn't think I was going to win at that point or get on the podium. I'd not had any thoughts about like how I was going to try and do well. I was just like, oh, at least I'm here. Like, you know, if I die now, I'm not going to finish that badly. And then when, again, I don't know how it's going to show on the video, or if you go back and watch the live stream on World Athletics, but when you come towards the statue where you've maybe got like 200 to go, it's a very, ever so slight bend. It kind of does a chicane, so you have to come in on yourself to go round. And I was so far wide on the pavement that I had the tiniest gap between the railings and the curb and the next runner into my left. And it was very much like, if I get through the gap, I've got a fantastic position where I'm the only guy here, other than Hobbs, who won, with open road to decide. It's on my terms when I want to attack. If I don't get through it, then this woman on the sideline's getting a nosebleed, and we're going to have the worst collision. We're going to have the worst collision here. And I got through, and I was like, all right, great. And then I looked up, and that was the first time I could see the finish line. And then when you see a finish line in any race, that's when Aguilar always tells me, our coach, he's always like, don't get excited until, 300, 200 to go. Like, that's when start getting excited, but don't just go at once. Snowball it. It's what we do in training. It's wind it up, and then save your bullet in your gun, as if you've only got one bullet, as long as possible, and you fire the final shot and make sure it's the one that kills everyone. And Hobbs just got the jump on me and made the move slightly earlier. I responded, and I think I responded well. Maybe a slightly aggressive acceleration, but I wanted to go for it. I thought I was going to win, like I had to go for it, and I went for it and surged slightly past him, and it flashed before me. I was like, shit, I'm going to win, right? And then my body just went, and all the lactic started to come in, and I was like, oh no, maybe I've gone a bit hard. And that's where my form just went crazy. My arms were like this. I was just going crazy. And at that point, all I was thinking was just hold on. I had no idea whether the group was about to surge and catch me. I knew I wasn't going to win, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a medal. And then when I crossed the line, I knew I was second or third, but I didn't know which. But I was confident that I was in the top 3.
His break was like the other side of Hobbs.
So literally, we had the winner in the middle, and then we had the furthest wide left guy and the furthest wide right guy being me, ended up being the top 3.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have seen.
So we couldn't have seen each other. But yeah, just crazy, like, awesome atmosphere. And when I finished, I was just smiling so much. Before, I've got a banging headache afterwards, but before that, I was just smiling because I was like, there's some seriously good runners in that field. Like, there's a 3:48 miler, there's a world under 20 record holder. There's a guy that was, 7th at Worlds or whatever. There's this, it's a Canadian champion. The list goes on. It's like crazy. So, yeah, Hobbs broke. The winner got the world record, which is great. So second fastest time in the world ever, technically speaking, which is nuts to say. Albeit this type of race is still in its infancy, and hopefully a British record again, still in its infancy. But you can only beat what's there to beat, right? So, yeah. Nuts. That's the race, blah blah blah. I don't know if that was too long or whatever, but I've always imagined what it would feel like to have to do all the media and be someone that people care about. Because at Eurocross, when I've run for GB, and at World Cross, we've done okay, but not brilliant. So like, it's very much like you speak to one person, then you walk through, and then you're all like, oh, well done guys, that was great. And you're with a team, so it's like you each take it in turns to speak, and it's like a shared environment. With this, it was crazy. It was like this, got to speak to this person, speak to this person. My mouth was actually getting so dry, which I talk a lot, you know what I mean, so it gets dry.
He says 9 minutes into the outro.
So, yeah, surreal, crazy. Got my shoes tested. Hopefully they're legit. And, yeah, double decent. Good day. Flowers. Medals in my bag, so I won't get that out. But, yeah, sick. Subscribe.